Blake, happy Friday. What's
Happy.
going on? Good to see you.
Yeah, thank you.
First of all, congratulations on hitting 10,000 in your business. I know it's a milestone and we're rooting for you and been rooting for you. So good job on hitting that.
Thank
Wanted to take some time today and kind of go over your own personal journey to this point
Yeah.
and share it with everyone that's watching. I'd love to maybe go back to before you started this business altogether
Uh,
and would love to hear from you a little bit more about your background, kind of where you're coming from, what
sure.
industry, and maybe what was like the main decision criteria for you even like saying, hey, this is a green light. I want to get going on this. Would love to kind of get an understanding of where your head was at that time.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so I mean, I've had a sales background for a long time. I kind of in college helped a buddy of mine set up a pest control company. Did that for a long time, got my feet wet with sales. Ended up parting ways from that company. It was a great experience when I had it. Then basically ended up breaking into the medical device sales industry. I'd known people that had been in it, seemed lucrative. I was like, all right, let's go and figure this out. So I did that for quite a while. My wife's a nurse. She has been a nurse ever since we met. Um, and I have done rental properties. I've done some like Airbnb stuff, which has been fantastic. But at the end of the day, it was just to me, I was like, I need something that's like more active income, not just like on the side, but eventually something to like replace my income and my wife's income, something that was like scalable, something that um, I could do long term and really be proud of and like have something for myself, basically, not just like making someone else money, if that makes sense. Um, so done like I done like research on like, oh, maybe I should do like some vending machines, or maybe I should do um like another Airbnb, or I just felt like all the different options I was looking at was basically it seemed like I was just buying myself another job, kind of. And when I stumbled across this, I actually saw you on Instagram. I was like, oh yeah, it's probably like too good to be true. There's a lot of like these internet personalities that are like, hey, this is, never work a day in your life. But like as I like researched it more and the way that it's set up to me, I was like, geez Louise, I was like, even if I like fail at this, the investment, or not even fail, if I don't do well, I would earn my money back even not doing well. You know what I mean? So to me, it was like I was weighing the return on investment with all these different options. And when I saw this, I was like, I was telling my wife, I was like, man, even if I only come away with like, I don't know, only like a couple $1,000 a month, you know what I mean? It still pays for itself. And there's like virtually no overhead as far as like cleaning materials and like your 1099 employees. So I was like, it just made sense to me. And I was like, well, I was like, nothing changes unless something changes. So I was like, I'm going to start the new year. I messaged, I think in like December. I think we were going back and forth.
Yeah.
Like, if I go the same way I'm going, it's just going to be the same. So I might as well take a gamble on this and on myself and see how it goes. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Correction, 1099 contractors, not employees, but
Well, yeah. Yeah.
I'm just
Yes.
joking. I'm actually curious. You said a couple things there. I think the main thing was like obviously Airbnb, like you had done other, you
Mhm.
know, side hustle businesses before.
Right.
What is there something specific about those that was like, now that you've done this, like where
Uh,
can you break down like what you maybe like or don't like about either of them? Like in your opinion.
yeah. For me, there was like, so for example, if I wanted to do another Airbnb, like let's just say you had to full, like I got to come up with the capital for a whole nother building. I got
Yeah.
to come up with all of the money to furnish the place. Um, the return just isn't there right away, and it's a lot of money up front, and it works. I mean, I've got an Airbnb that's like working just fine, but to me, I was like, man, that is just a lot of heavy lifting, and that's like buying myself another job. And then if I want to like hand that off to a property management, I mean, they're taking 10-20%. And so I was just like, to me, like when I talked with you guys, it was like the investment is in the knowledge that I don't have. And really, from what I've seen in this program, is it's like, could I have figured all this stuff out? Yeah, maybe like after a year or two of not making money. But what I could foresee with this was like, I'm like, I feel like once it's set up, like I could hit the ground running and just start making money right away, as opposed to like tripping over my feet trying to figure it out. So for me, it was really like I'm paying for the knowledge that I don't have and shortcutting all of that.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. And maybe obviously I think the point to getting to 10K is one thing. There's the journey that happened in between those 2 points.
Yeah.
Do you mind sharing maybe from your side, I guess 2 things, good and the bad? One thing that was like maybe very difficult for you to get over the hump on, and then maybe something that was like, wow, this really clicked and like made a ton of sense for me. And I, like, huge reason why I'm here today.
Yeah. Definitely at first for me, I was not very patient at first. Getting the whole business set up and like the nitty gritty and like carving out the time to actually do it. One of the hard things for me is like organization. So that's something I really appreciate about the system, is like it's super organized. So like when I did carve out the time, I could like knock out some things quickly. So it kind of kept me focused. But yeah, just those that first 2 months of like getting everything set up, I was just like, man, am I ever gonna like actually sell anything? Or it just kind of felt like a pipe dream that was like, at some point, like this will be a business, but it just doesn't feel like it in the beginning. So I would say that. And then the issue I had with Twilio, that just took like the taking forever because they're different criteria for different years. That was kind of like not approved. And I was like, hey, I'm like trying to like get this going here. And it's, but once we got that resolved, it was fine. But there definitely is like, I mean, it's a learning curve. You have to figure it out as you go. And like the system obviously makes that easier. So that was probably the rough part in the beginning. That first month of doing sales, like for things that had like clicked for me, when I was talking to my wife about it, she was like, man, people really make this kind of money in the clean. I'm like, yeah, I mean, that's from what I'm seeing. Yeah. So the fact to get to 10K in really like the second month, for me, it happened way faster than I anticipated, mostly because like I feel like at first the sales, they were kind of like trickling in. I was like, okay, like this is working. And then almost it was like, I was like, oh, I'm like pretty close already. You know what I mean? It kind of like almost like snuck up on me. And that was just like a proof of concept to me. Like, oh, okay. I was like, yeah, this works. Like if you just get the setup, put in the work, you're on top of the sales, and like being like the speed to lead for me seems to be, I mean, it just clicks. And I'm like, okay, like this works. This is good.
Yeah, I'm actually curious because you come from a sales background, and obviously there's other people that are going to look at this and like, hey, I have a sales skill set. And I always think that, listen, like early entrepreneurship is all sales. And for you, that is I'm going to categorize that as a strong suit. How do you think that served you in this, I guess, field and venture?
Sure. Well, definitely being used to rejection. Not everyone is going to be a yes. And then like the ability to confidently close somebody. I'll tell you, like doing pest control is much harder. Like you're on people's doors, just basically cold calling all day, doors slammed in your face. You have to get like a credit card and a commitment for like the whole year, and they've like never seen you before. These, like if you're marketing correctly, are hot leads. One, makes it way easier. They're ready to buy, they want to buy. Um, so for me, it was like, I was like, man, I kind of feel like I'm doing like pest control again, but it's way easier.
Nice.
So you can't take that all day. I'm like, this is great. Like if they're just hot leads that are like, friendlier and want to buy, I'm like, that's great. So
That's awesome. Yeah, I think that married with your skill set is definitely a good combination.
yeah,
Cool. Now I guess like 2 months have gone by.
right.
Things are kind of like you just said, proof of concept. And I think honestly, like, yes, it's a proof of concept. How do you view the business on a forward looking kind of basis? I know you were saying, hey, I want to like build something, potentially grow it
Right.
to like not only replace my income, but my wife's income. Like, is that still the goal? How do you view the
Oh, for
business
sure.
now? Like, do you think
Yeah.
it's possible? I'm curious now, having gone through this from a foundational as well as like a forward looking basis. Do you feel like that is kind of what you're trying to do, or walk me through that?
Yeah, no, for sure. Like honestly, it was not like a goal I had written down, but like in the back of my mind, I was seeing like some of the other videos that you had put out, and I was like, man, I was like, if I could get to 10K even in like 6 months, I'd be happy. You know what I mean? So the fact that that's come so much sooner than I expected, to me, this seems kind of like the sky's the limit. And really, I would love to get it at a point where it's big enough to, yeah, replace my income, my wife's income, and then be able to kind of like automate it and be able to step back and then use the money from the business to, I mean, invest in other things that I want to do. You know what I mean? Not necessarily like it's like a complete end game, but it's like, I think the best way to get me to where I want to go, if that makes sense.
Cool. Awesome.
So,
And then switching gears a little bit here from the program side, and you said a couple different things, but was there anything specific that stood out to you in terms of value that you got from it?
sure.
Curious what that was for you.
Yeah, for me, like I said, organization's not my strong suit. So, I mean, I don't know what you did in the background to do all of this, but I was like going through that. I'm like, man, if I had to sit down and create a course like this, I'd go nuts. So the fact that it's like so organized and literally like I would have questions, and a lot of times like I wouldn't even necessarily have to like ask you how to do something because it's like already spelled out in the course. So for me, and then that's like you get that for the lifetime. So for me, it's like an encyclopedia, like to go back and be like, oh, if something's not working with the site, like let me go back and look like how do I connect this or who do I contact for that. So to me, I think there was actually even more value and structure than I anticipated. Honestly, with how well it's organized and structured. So it really is like plug and play. Like if you do the stuff, like you get the returns. So
Yes, that's a good way to put it.
yeah,
Okay, cool. And last question, Blake, for you. If someone was on the fence about doing something like this, what would you tell them?
I would tell them start yesterday. Seriously, like I was thinking about this program and I was like, man, I wish I had this at least like a few years ago, you know. But it was just like I didn't. You stumble across things, you find it when you find it. So I mean, I would say, yeah, I was a little bit apprehensive about it. I'm like, man, maybe maybe I'll waste the money and it won't work out. But I was thinking, for the cost of the program, I mean, if I took that and invested somewhere else, the risk is just the same. And I'm like, I was confident enough in my selling ability. I was like, I can sell. So I don't know what I was afraid of. It's just like taking the leap, really. So do it. If
Okay.
you're on the fence, just do it.
Do it yesterday. All right, we'll leave it at that. Listen, Blake, good job on hitting the milestone. I think sky's the limit for you, like you said before. This is just the beginning. Proud of you for the accomplishment, and it's been a pleasure.
Awesome. Okay. Thank
All
you.
right, man. Have a good one.
You too. Bye.